They had just finished withdrawing money and were about to leave. But suddenly they noticed a burly man standing outside the door. He was standing still, staring straight at them. The group was so frightened that they didn't dare to go out. It was exactly 2 a.m. The man wasn't holding a bank card either. It was clear he wasn't just there to use the ATM. Tom wanted to call the police immediately, but none of the three had their phones. They had left them in the car. Jack pounded on the glass and shouted at the man in black, asking what he wanted. But the man didn't say a word. He just kept standing there staring at them. As they were trying to figure out what to do next, a dog's bark in the distance suddenly caught the man's attention. The three quickly pressed against the glass to get a better look. To their horror, the man in black rushed over and knocked down a passerby. The sudden violence shocked them to the core. It was now clear that this man was a killer. In a panic, they searched for an emergency alarm button. But after searching for a long time, they couldn't find one. When they turned back around, the man in black was staring at them again. Tom told Lisa to get the car keys. If he could gather the courage to run to the car, he might be able to escape. But Jack advised him not to act rashly. If the guy had a gun, he'd be throwing his life away for nothing. Tom, frustrated, kept pounding on the glass. If they didn't come up with a plan soon, they'd eventually freeze to death inside. In a desperate moment, Jack suggested breaking the ATM. That would surely trigger the alarm. But to their surprise, no matter how hard they punched and kicked, the machine showed no signs of damage. They all fell into despair once again. In desperation, Tom told Lisa to take off her earrings, and told Jack to take off his watch. With those plus the $500 in cash, maybe they could bribe the killer to leave. So he put everything in an envelope and opened the door. Tom tossed the envelope in front of the stranger. As the man bent down to pick it up, Tom sprinted toward the car. But to his shock, the car's wiring had already been cut. With no other choice, he quickly searched Lisa's bag and pulled out a phone to call the police. But before he could even dial, the mysterious man was already standing in front of him. In a panic, he bolted out the other door. He didn't have time to pick up the phone from the ground. He rushed back inside the room in a panic. And just then, Lisa suddenly came up with a bold idea.